Hi, it's Vina with Anita V Textile Designs, and today we're going to do my living room makeover in the Afro Boho style. I have already framed my Kuba cloth panels and they're on the wall, but I need to address this coffee table. As you can see, it's in bad shape, has quite a few scuffs and marks, but we're going to cover it in fabric. It's a sturdy piece, so I don't want to get rid of it. And as a bonus, I'm able to store things in it. So that's the main reason I really want to keep it. So for this table, I selected this wildcat print and I think it's going to work perfectly, especially for my Afro Boho theme. So we're going to take a few measurements. Now, make sure you watch carefully because I'm going to show you a trick. If you take measurements in this way, you will be able to make a fitted tablecloth for a coffee table, a dining room table, any kind of table, without having to fit anything. All you're going to do is cut it. And you're going to cut it like this. We measured 40.5 inches length and 22.5-inch width, and a 10-inch drop is what we're going to go with. So we're going to add that 10-inch drop to each side of the length and width. So the piece of fabric that we cut is going to be, for the length, 40.5 plus 10 plus 10, which is 60.5 inches, and 22.5 plus 10 plus 10 for 42.5 inches. So 60.5 by 42.5 is your fabric piece. Now, we're going to take that 10-inch drop and we're going to mark 10 inches like this and 10 inches like this. And we're going to do this for each corner. Then we're going to get a square and we're going to mark a line and meet each of those points. We're going to do this for each corner. If you don't have a square, just cut a piece of cardboard 10 by 10 and use that as a guide. Now we're going to meet up the markings as you see here and put a clip to hold it. Then we're going to also make sure that that point is perfectly pointed because we want something perfectly square, so everything has to match up. And we're going to sew right on that line that we marked. Now after we've sewn it, this is what we have, a perfectly squared corner. Here it is. Now that's what we're going to have on each of the four corners. Now we're going to trim off the excess. I think I left about a half an inch of surplus there. So half an inch on the edge right there. And you're going to serge that. Now if you don't have a serger, you can zigzag. You just want to make sure that you get rid of all those frays. Now this is what it looks like after it's serged, and I also did around the edges. So now we're going to fold it up about a half an inch and we're going to sew it. We're not going to double fold because upholstery fabric is bulky. If we double fold it, it's not going to lay right when we put it on the table. So that's why we serged or zigzagged the edges. So we'll fold it up a half an inch and then we can use our clips, and this will take care of any fraying that would have happened if we had left it a raw edge. So once we've done this, then we can take it to the sewing machine and run a seam. Now make sure you use a wide stitch because if you use something too narrow on heavy upholstery fabric, it will pucker and it's going to really ruin the whole effect. So now we're going to take that corner, and as you can see it's nice and finished. We're going to fold that corner down right where that seam is, and we're going to give it a press because we want to crisp up each of these corners, and we're going to do that on all four corners. That way when we drop that tablecloth on to the coffee table, it's going to lay perfectly. Now let's look at the end result. And if this video is giving you value, you make sure to subscribe. Now look at this tablecloth and how well it's fitted. I mean, it's perfectly fitted. And remember, we didn't try anything on. We just took measurements, made it, and this is the first fitting. And look at it. Look how well it fits. So keep that formula for anything that you want to make that's a squared table, an ottoman, anything like that. This is how you're going to cover it using that formula and make it fit. Now I have a dilemma. This works for the room, but I still need some pillows on this sofa. Now I don't want the pillows to clash with this print, and I also don't want the pillows to take away from the beautiful cloth panels that I have displayed all around the sofa. So make sure you watched our next video, which is up in the corner, and you're going to see exactly what I selected for pillow material, and you're going to see the finished look. It's perfect.